Hi everyone, this is Miss Vihila. I am making a tutorial for how to make graphs using Google Sheets. It's one of the ways you can make graphs this year. Also, it's super easy if you are really having trouble with Create a Graph. So what I've done is I made a practice folder in one of my Cole pages. So when I go on there, I see a folder that tells me I have some stuff to do. So there's in-person agendas, remote learning agendas, and then I go into the folder and I have some practice data sets. And so when I click on that, I'm like, oh, there's some data tables or some information set up for me. So I have two sets of data here. I have some ice cream flavor preferences. This would be like if on a certain day I ask you what kind of ice cream do you like. So it's kind of a survey. And I have like 50 people that like vanilla or 2 people that like butter pecan. So no data point in here is connected to each other. It's just a random survey of the types of ice cream. Down here, I have repeated quiz grades by date. This would be like if I took a quiz on the first time and I got 50%. And as I keep taking it over time, my grade is increasing. So these data are going to be continuous. They're connected to each other. And so when I'm looking at these kinds of data sets, if they are not connected to each other, they're just groupings or organizations, this is going to be a bar graph. If they are connected and they show change over time, I'm going to use a line graph. So up here, bar graph, down here, line graph, which is great because you can use both of them in Google Sheets. And what I love is that I can just copy and paste. If you look up here, I still have My Cherry Creek open and I still have Schoology open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Google Drive. And I am going to add a new Google Sheet. It's the green one. It kind of has a little cross here. It's thinking. Okay, so now I have my data set here on Schoology. I have a brand new spreadsheet open. I don't need my drive open, but I'm still connected to My Cherry Creek. So I'm going to come over here, and if I can, I'm going to steal the entire data set, and I can do Control-C for copy, and I go back to the spreadsheet, and I pick a square, and I hit Control-V, and it shows up. This one didn't show up very nice, so I'm going to retype the numbers over here in their own column. That way it makes a nice pretty data set, and I can get rid of those numbers so that when it does show up, it's going to be lovely. Okay, so if you remember, I said these data are not connected to each other, so I'm going to make a bar graph. So what I'm going to do is I am going to highlight all of this. If it will let me highlight them all. So I have one big box, and over here in our toolbar, if this is down, you're going to have to open it up again. Makes it a little easier. Over here, there's a thing that says Insert Chart, and if you look, it looks like a little bar graph. So you click on it while this is still highlighted, and all of a sudden it gives you a pie chart. You're like, no, I don't want a pie chart. Miss Vihila said, I need a bar graph for this one. So I go over here and I look, and I'm like, yep, there's a bar graph. And all of a sudden, it has my vanilla ice cream, my chocolate ice cream, mint chocolate chip, butter pecan, Neapolitan. And so, but it doesn't have any title, units, labels, any of those things. So I have to customize. Sometimes I might have to switch the rows and columns to make it look the way I want it to look, but I'm going to customize this. When I customize it, I can add in a chart title, and I can call this ice cream flavor preferences, same thing I called it before. And I can go to my titles by scrolling down somewhere. I have to find it. Let's see. Oh, and there's a bell. So if I go from customize and back to that beginning where it says chart title and axis, if I want my axis title, I use this bar right here and I go to the horizontal axis. We call that the x-axis. Sorry, my brain stopped for a moment. And I want to name this ice cream flavors. Okay, I also, and you see it just shows up. Now I want to do my vertical axis, the y-axis, y to the sky. And over here, I'm going to put preference, and it's measured by number. So in parentheses, I'm going to put by number, preferences by number. And over here, it shows up. You now have a title. You have labels. You have units. You have intervals. It made it all nice and easy for you. And it even plotted the data for you. So when you are all done, you're like, oh, hey, I've got this done. But you have to put it on a Google Drive. You cannot submit it from right here. So when you submit it, I'll see the sheets in the background, the spreadsheet. I will not see your graph. So you go back, you go to Google Drive, you open a new doc. You go back to your spreadsheet, you grab this, and if you click on it so the blue boxes are all around it, Control C. When you go over here to your document, Control V. Do we want to link to the spreadsheet? We don't really care. We can just link the graph. So I paste unlinked. Boom, there's your graph. It's tuliped. It is ready for you to submit on Schoology. So that is how you make a bar graph. Now we need to make a line graph.